gentlemen, thank you. It's game number 87, and there's only 10 games remaining. Between now and the next 2 days, we will find out who's going to become a champion, and we will find out who is going to be moving on to GLL Grand Slam and who's moving on to relegation. Time to head over to Lee D-Man Smith with a Frost that's currently running to the desk.
Yeah, he couldn't even shut up talking. He's got to run over here as it is and say, just stop talking. You're coming to talk for another 35 minutes anyway. Just give it a rest, will you, Froz? I'm going to abuse him. He can't hear me right now, so he's going to sit down in a second. But it's obviously a fairly westerly plane. It does mean that we may see FaZe possibly going down Sosnovka here. We've seen it a number of times throughout the Phase 2. They've had these adjustments. It's a long old way to Milton Power and not really worth the change. So the FaZe drop on Sosnovka will be happening. M19 over to Prim, of course, as well. Everybody else in a relative spot. Somewhat surprised to see Unity going up to North George when they could have gone to Sosnovka, but obviously Novo is a long way away.
The big thing is that TSM going Sarky here, I think.
Yeah.
Because they could literally have gone on the north side of Sosnovka, trying to get some vehicles and then drive over to Milta.
I think probably because they know that FaZe goes Sosnovka now, they've obviously been doing it quite regularly. They probably just didn't want to risk it. It's especially for TSM, you know, anything risk averse right now is dangerous with the way that Razor Edge are playing.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, right now TSM only got 3 points so far in the previous games we had here. And if you look at it, they get the circle though, they get the circle, so gotta give them that, of course. That's gonna make things a little bit easier, but they have to mirror all the rotations because they're on the other side of the map from where they usually are. And that is a bad thing. That is a thing that you're not used to. And it's really rough.
And it's most likely a southern side circle of the just South George. So you would expect it. This is looking at the moment, you know, central point. We've seen it many times. This phase, the mountain, right there in the center. Team Liquid's favorite spot. We've got 3 teams so far. 3 teams on 17 plus kills in 2 games. That's crazy. Reciprocity, Razor Edge, and Team Liquid. Team Liquid got out 7th and 10th. Yeah, it don't matter because they've got 17 kills.
I mean, let's be honest. Team Liquid is the only team you would expect to have those kind of stats right now, not the other 2.
And they've surpassed G2. They've just moved into 3rd place, which gives them $55,000 as opposed to $40,000.
Hey, just gotta keep it up, you know.
They're fragging like crazy at the moment. It's a strong mentality to go, especially with a best of 12 sort of setup. Well, I don't even know what the format is for GLL. I'm saying best of 12 just based off obviously Face It from before. I have no clue. But a tournament format.
Yeah,
it's going to be something similar. I mean, it's 3 days. It's either going to be 12, 16, whatever. It's going to be...
I mean, okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. Because right now, this is the perfect time for you to try new stuff out. This is the last weekend you're here. You could see this best of 12 here in this weekend as some practice. You can do new stuff. I think that's what Navi's doing.
There's
I'm
multiple
not
ways,
sure.
right? You either look at it of going for it and getting as many kills and, you know, trying to play as close to tournament format as you can, you know, trying to practice that. Trying to go for placements and just say, hey, this is a lot of bloody money on the line. It's like, yeah, sure, Grand Slams around the corner, that's 300,000, but this is 350,000.
Yeah.
So, you know, they could be going for the points, which is working because they are now very close to FaZe as well, Team Liquid are. They're steaming up. They're from 4th place, you know, quite stagnant in 4th place, I would say, for the last 2 weeks. Now they're in a chance of leapfrogging right up to maybe even 1st if they keep playing the way they are.
We want to see FaZe win as well. I think last time we saw them win, was that DreamHack Austin? That's like a year ago,
It has been
a
a
little
long
bit
time,
more.
yeah. And it was obviously a different lineup back then as well. So.
Yeah.
It's been a while for this lineup to sort of really bed in, but talking about the mountain there, as expected, Team Liquid going up there. Now, Orange is here in Jeems driving up, but he's going to be just out of eye shot in a second unless he tries to line up a shot there. Nope.
Jempty is coming straight behind here, though, and that might be dangerous here.
He's going to think it's clean.
Yeah, Orange needs to do something quick before Jempty arrives because if he doesn't, he needs to take out Jempty here straight away. One of them. If not, he's going to be in trouble. Oh, that's so open. He's not doing anything. That was his chance. That was his chance. Take out one.
What his vest is. He's only got T1 helmet. And as you say, he's actually split between them, which is going to give a false sense to Team Liquid here because Jems is not going to look this way. neither is Jeems, because they just think it's safety. They think they've made it safe.
But the thing was, Orange did have the cover there. He could have taken out Jeems or Jempty straight away, one of them, and then he could play from that and take the 1v1. What he doesn't know is, of course, that two of the Liquid guys is still over in Pochinki and haven't rotated out. They are on the way right now, though. And at the same time, Unity is still in North George rotating over.
Yeah, coming over the bridge now in towards south, so they're going to be coming this way. The question is, are Team Liquid looking that direction? They did just see Unity. Okay, so they saw him, so Jempty definitely saw them coming, but Orange is going to try and catch them out. So which one are they going to single out? You would assume it's Jempty.
Well, he's waiting. He's just waiting here, Orange. He's just waiting for the information. He wants to hear the shots going off. He wants to know exactly where Jeems is because he has no idea anymore. He thinks that Jeems is pretty close over here, but he has no idea. Oh, look at this. Now there's more coming in.
Jeems coming straight towards him, but here comes Jempty on the bike. He's going to get around the side.
Oh.
Orange has been spotted, I think. I think he has. He's absolutely been spotted. Jeems is coming. Jeems is coming now. You're completely sandwiched. Yep. Going to get caught from behind. There's Jempty. Too slow, Orange Snow.
That is so good from Jempty and Jeems. You saw Jeems, actually, he saw him, started baiting him, take shots, and then just hide in cover and let Jempty do the work.
That is big. Razor Edge losing 2 on the bridge coming out of Yasnaya. They have been camped by CrowCrowd. This is interesting. Okay. CrowCrowd setting up a bridge camp for Razor Edge. Did not expect that.
You gotta be careful with that one if you raise your edge. You might even want to take the north side of the little river there instead of taking a bridge, because the bridge is such a choke point. Oh, good headshot.
I'm trying to move up that hillside. Now, the problem for Unity is Digital Athletics are kind of moved into the ruins down below, so their backs will be relatively exposed. Team Liquid are in and safe, though. They've looted out Orange. Let's have a look at the rest of the map to see the rotations going on. FaZe have come over the bridge on Sosnovka. Reciprocity are following in behind them. Of course, we can see Navi here long gone. They're up in the radio. I never know what to call this one. Satellite Radio Observatory. Yeah, it's got multiple different names. TSM, they've come over safely over the western bridge of Georgipol. They were obviously up in Zaki side, and the old strategy of TSM. Marius to be at home saying, yeah, North George, that's the place to loot.
Find a lot of mats, just stay in the blue, you know, just out heal the blue. We'll get the placement points. Doesn't work anymore.
It's a way up north, and obviously every team is banking on this being a southern shift based on the fact that I would say 65% of the circle, or the playable circle, is on the southern side of the Georgipol Bay.
Well, it also comes down to a lot of the tendencies, right? They know the tendencies of the circle. They know it's going to go towards the Everest or mountain or whatever you want to call it, because you guys don't like Everest, apparently.
I was fine with Everest.
Okay, you were fine.
It was Matrim and Paper Thin that had a little tit for tat and making a stand at Face It Global Summit. Say, no, it's not the highest point on the map, so it can't be Everest. Okay, it's K2. There we go. Settled.
Never let Cass's name stuff.
I've named so many things throughout the history of gaming. It's unbelievable.
You haven't named anything in PUBG that have stuck to the pro players.
I've actually not named anything in PUBG. I didn't know. I never did.
What would you name D-Man on the map?
Oh, no, I never called anything D-Man. I mean, anyone that played Call of Duty 4 knows Kebab Shop, and that was me that named it. Actually, tell a lie, Flushing.
Flushing?
Confirming the kill, Flushing. That was me.
No, that was...
No,
well,
that was me.
Okay, you did use it, but it didn't come from you.
It came from the plumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I confirmed it and used it, and everybody, and now that is a given term. So there you go. I'm having that one.
Oh, look at that though.
That's what we were talking about. Is it going to be? You know, you look at the circle, and most people, this is going to be so horrible rotations. ENCE are laughing. CrowCrowd, actually, their split could work out, yeah.
CrowCrowd got a really good split. I don't think Hello Senpai should stay in that flat top because he is definitely going to get crashed by a team.
Oh, my God. Where do you go? Okay, so G2 and Reciprocity are basically saying, right, we're going to have a big, wide swing here. They're going to go right around the edge of the blue, even maybe go through it. Vitality have got themselves into the yellows. The Knights are trying to do the similar, so they're probably going to clash in a similar location. I think Knights may well see Vitality pulling up in time to abort. Yeah, Reels quickly pulls away from that one. Unity, they've gone down the hill in towards the little yellow houses down below as ENCE try to crash on CrowCrowd. It's not worked out so far. Truffally down, but they are all in the same compound. You can see them in pitch here. Trying to push around, tabs down. Mirkaz tries to get around the side there. Kemba's forced to back away as Temba gets flushed, so that's going to be a 1-for-1. Ristomar's about to get caught in the back by Kemba. How did he not flush him out? Now he does. That's going to be Ristomar down as Squeaky tries to trade the nades. That nade going through, catching one out.
This is a disaster for both of the teams right now because they're trading not just knocks but kills itself. So they're basically just killing each other and making each other weak here for the late game.
Mutually assured destruction. FaZe Clan moved into the lower edge of the mountain, by the way. They actually replaced Unity's spot on that hillside. NIP have moved into the compound. Winstrike as well. Navi are on a deep south rotation. Reciprocity on the edge of Pachinki. G2 on the hillside south of Rozhok. Everybody knows that position. Raise your edge in Watertown at the moment. But yeah, just 2 members of ENCE. And bearing in mind, ENCE, a team that quite a few teams are looking to chase down. Obviously with Digital Athletics picking up the win in the previous matchup. ENCE are now the target that everyone's going for. Speaking of teams, DA getting caught out there. Fast Rail catching the knock.
The big thing here is that ENCE is actually split in 2 different houses right now. Squeaky and Mikas is in 1 house each. So CrowCrowd could basically just, they could just rush one of them and take one out straight away. Get the trade if needed. Get one of them off the board. And then there's just one more. Heal up. Revive if you need to. Push the other one.
Trying to cook that nade. Tosses it through, but doesn't look like it's going to catch its target. Mirkaz and Squeaky. How is this going to play out? TSM, by the way, laughing. They've gone back over to North George. On the edge of North George right now in that garage compound. They really have the freedom of the entire northern circle. Brexco also taking a gamble here. So G2 sending 2 across. Going for the 2-2 split. Mirkaz getting the 1 knockdown. Can he confirm it? Set's actually kind of visible there. His backpack was visible. Squeaky's took a big old hit, though, trying to join up the houses. Oh, Mirkaz ripping the head off Senpai. Set just bleeding out, and he's going. Squeaky, though, down, and that leaves Mirkaz alone.
What is he going to do? He knows one is knocked. He needs to push right now. It looks like that's what he's going to go for here.
Goes for it, tries to catch him out. Set bleeding out, realizes he's getting pushed around the side. This is good play from Mirkaz. That's really nice. Gets around there, gets the double. Now it's a 1-on-1. Flushes confirms. They need all the points they can get here. Mirkaz trying to get themselves the loot that he can. What's Kemba doing? He's getting himself healed up. This is all playing out, and it's now down to a 1-on-1. Both these teams coming into this fight with 4 players alive. A crash that has really cost both teams severely. Meanwhile, the Knights do clash with Vitality. Expected that one. Drayden will be forced out. Reciprocity catching out, and Mirkaz, a clutch play in a 1v3 there, pulls it out.
That was just amazing play from Mirkaz. I mean, of course, Squeaky helped out there as well. But they did, as I said, they tried to push out Squeaky, but it didn't work out.
Oh my God, the circle has hard shifted down to the southeast, and that puts the ruins pretty much central point. What is going on? That's 2 hard shifts back to back, and they are big, big shifts as well.
Well, not only a big shift, but this is also a circle we haven't seen in quite some while.
Yeah.
And that means that it's going to be something new for the players themselves. Try to figure out what are the other teams doing in this one. Where do we want to play it from?
Where's Liquid going to end up here? There's no safe ground. You can see they've left the hillside, scouting it out, but look at the northern edge of Pachinki, Winstrike, Navi, the Knights, NIP, all in there now for Liquid. Okay, so they've just heard the shots from Navi, so they're going to divert. It means they're going to divert towards Vitality and the Knights. It's not good for them, that's for sure. NIP pulling up on the backside of Pachinki in towards Navi on the hillside. Liquid have gone back. Oh, they're going straight back in towards Vitality and Unity. They're going to crash into Unity's compound. Samty pulls away from that one. NIP pushing on to Bestlosh.
All right, look at it. Navi, they're on the edge right now. That's where we know that they excel on playing. Now let's see if they can pull it off.
Liquid actually got away with that. No, okay,
well,
they have had, they're just, well, because Samty's had to bail out of that one because, oh, Gee.
Oh, no.
Gemty was shooting the UAZ to finish it off, and James. Oh dear.
Well,
oh dear.
That just happened.
Top pro players in Europe, ladies and gentlemen.
hey,
I'm sure this happens in NA as well, right?
Yeah,
Someone
it does.
tell me it happens in NA. Teaser finishes Samtium
You know
as
what?
well.
You know what they even do in NA? They take a Vico and then run 3 people over. And then finish up the fourth one with a gun.
Make sure it rolls down the hill and catches them all out. Anyway, yeah, top European team right there, showing how it's done.
Look, it's getting really stacked here now. We see Winstrike pushing in from the west side here on NIP as well. So NIP is basically getting sandwiched here between Na'Vi and Winstrike. It's going to be rough for them, and they need to find somewhere to hold from, because one flat up, that's not going to be much to play from.
Well, FaZe, actually, with the fact that they've stayed on the mountainside sort of edge, they have the entire western side to themselves, really.
Wait,
Fast Rail getting
Race
flushed
Edge
out
is
by
down to
Udyr
one?
there. Yeah, they were in the Watertown, and it's just slowly been falling apart for them. G2 finishing that off, and that's, well, obviously good news for TSM. It's
look at that
another
circle.
hard shift that's gone down south this time. DA in the central point. Team Liquid actually managed to get themselves central point. And if I think back to the banter from the MPL guys, let's see, Team Liquid, they'll always go down to one and find one snaking in the middle of the circle. It's going to be happening again, I hate to say, but it is a true fact. NIP, meanwhile, continuing the clash with Na'Vi on the edge of Pachinki. Winstrike looking to try and gain some points from that. That's a roll from Dimash. Hack said he should finish him off.
Yeah, that's going to be a free point there for
Oh,
Reciprocity.
that nade.
Ooh.
No, it's gone too far to the side. G2 have arrived on the back of M19, a team that's trying to get themselves out of relegation, but they have met
TSM,
one of the big boys, and they are going to finish it off. Gustav sneaking a kill away there, but M19 go down in 15th.
But look at TSM. TSM is coming in from the east side, and I mean, they're fighting with Reciprocity right now, and Reciprocity is also fighting against G2. They're split 2-2.
You know,
they lost one there.
I got a feeling there's going to be a massive game from G2 here. They are
It could be.
quite a few kills. Chris is going to have TSM right on
Oh,
top of him.
God.
Oh no, Shiv catches Rory easily there as he tries to drive away. Michael and Wookie, they're going straight towards Chris at the moment. Shiv finds a couple of shots onto Udyr. Grenades coming out from Beautiful Death, trying to flush out and deal with Team Liquid. Gemty should be confirmed as well. Meanwhile, FaZe Clan, they have moved closer towards the Ruins edge. They're going to have to fight, though, with Unity over on the western side of the circle. Meanwhile, down south, Na'Vi, Winstrike, and NIP still continue to trade blows.
The thing is that Knights, they heard these shots coming in from DA. They saw that Gemty just died, so now they know, all right, Liquid got one guy left here, and also we got DA just close of us towards the Ruins. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to hold this, or do we want to push it? Do we want to take control? Do we want to get some kills?
Well, Reciprocity and everybody down in the relegation zone are going to be looking towards DA and M19 and ENCE, seeing who's going to fall first. ENCE, of course, down to 1. They did get 4 kills out of it. Wookie knocked and down. Should get revived, though. Michael and I think it's Gustav that are coming in to help him out. There is NIP. They've just got the warehouse. They are very much on the edge, but everybody's played this position at one time in their game in life, and Aduzi has a nice little angle here.
You got to be careful if you're Na'Vi right now, because you're only 2 players up. If one of them gets knocked, they're definitely going to get pushed by NIP here. And that headshot coming into Pokemon, ooh.
G2's attention's been drawn. Udyr has not noticed Reciprocity right on top of them in the Ruins area, but the Knights will see them in the open field. There's the nade that's going to bounce out, actually almost catching the UAZ. Here comes FaZe Clan. They're pushing onto Unity's yellow buildings. They're getting around the side. Here comes the flank. Pokemon saw them coming though, but he is the solo man's going to get a good slice of VOD. Tries to pop up, and instantly it's actually Winstrike that get themselves a doozy down, and now they may try and finish off NIP.
Winstrike pushing here. That's a good push, because they heard that the nades were coming out. They saw that they were fighting each other, and they want to take control. Now it's 4 versus 2 here, I believe, with NRP having 1 man down as well.
Chris, the last man standing, gets Michael down, but is that going to be all? Can he try and finish it off? He's got himself the AK. Dixu finds NIP in the cross there. Miracle will go down. There's Chris. That's Raise Your Edge out 13th. The TSM will be delighted with that. Taking down the team that's chasing them. The nades just rolling past NIP as Winstrike look to try and chase them down. Mick has just wiped out TSM. What in the world in a 3v1?
Wait, no. Wookie's still alive. Wookie's still alive for TSM right now.
I mean, he just pretty much done the business on him there.
Unity out, though, on 12th place there by FaZe Clan. And still, this fight is going on between Winstrike and NIP right now. NRP is not looking in a good shape here.
Who is looking good is Knights. The circle has very much gone their way. Winstrike won't be happy. That's the team they're chasing for the points. Reciprocity backing away from the fight with G2. They're in the field getting a shot at as Winstrike continue to try and hound NIP. That nade looks like it's lined up well. NIP already backing away from it though. So they're going to have themselves a little edge here onto Nookie. Nookie exposed in the open, but he turns it back onto MBS there. And now you can see Nookie just trying to get himself healed off. Dimmy's going to go down. Vard will finish him off. He's the last man standing. He's going to go to try and stick the revive. The nade! It bounces up and pinpoint on their heads. Vard and MBS down and OP out.
Lucky bounce or not, that was a good nade coming in there.
Oh my god, we got a mutant, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. Obviously had a bad loot day. He's got 38 bullets left.
Exactly,
in it as well.
yeah, mutant with 38 bullets.
It's
That tells the story.
Bad loot day. G2 getting the revive back off. Wookie's still alive, coming in the backside of Mikaz. Now we see FaZe Clan. They dealt with Unity, and now they're moving in the backside of Vitality.
Right now, it looks like FaZe Clan want to make a smoke wall towards the yellow houses so they can move up towards that area and take the fight towards Vitality. Because if they go over there without the smokes, they're going to get shot by both the Knights and Vitality at the same time.
TSM down. Mikaz on a tear right now. He's taken out the entirety of CrowCrowd and TSM. He is absolutely having a monster game.
G2 moving into the circle as well towards the ruins there. DA is still 4-man up. They're still holding the L-shaped wall towards the ruins. Holding.
Resident sleeper.
They are not going aggressive at all, which they do need. They want to go aggressive and get some kills.
Well, they just said it in the interview, and you kind of see it. It's like, well, you're going to get the kills if you reach the end, but Vitality are collecting the kills. FaZe Clan getting picked apart. A battle from days gone by. The two invite teams very much at different ends of the spectrum in the Phase 2 league tables, but Vitality, they need all the points they can get right now, and this is helping them taking down FaZe Clan, Uber the last man standing.
5 kills so far. Only Shadow down, but they should be able to get him back up if he can crawl back into the circle, that is.
How many hard shifts is the circle?
Another hard shift.
This is good. That's got to be 4 back-to-back, isn't it?
Right now, the position of Pittsburgh Knights, oh my god.
Oh, yeah. They haven't had to move once. They've just sat there the whole game.
Not just that, but they have so much control with the yellow houses right now.
Yeah.
If they can hold off anybody trying to breach them, they're literally going to kill everybody in the server.
DA have got to fight now because G2 are coming their way. They are both fighting for the same slice of hillside. Uber, you've been spotted. Nasus with the pre-fire. Love it. Like it. Little shake as well. Nice. Got to be happy with that. Ibby's about to get pressured. He's got DA coming over the hill.
Well, here's the one-man snake that Matrin was talking about. It's Ibby this time.
It's normally Gempty, to be fair. Brexco, though, on the move. DA seeing the movements. Will they see Brexco down low? He's going to be exposed in the open. He's actually trying to sneak up, but he's trying to make the play on towards that crate.
The thing is, EB heard a DA running around here. But the thing is, will DA be able to spot him? Will they clear that side? It's really rough, this terrain over here where EB is, because there's so many small dips that people can hide in.
A lot of teams are going to be confused as well, because there is 22 alive and 8 teams. That's because there's still quite a lot of 4-man squads up. You know, DA with 4, G2 with 4, Vitality 4. The Knights are down to 3. Mikaz finally goes down, but they got good points for ENCE there. Quite a few kills. That's what they need just to keep themselves ticking ahead of M19, and that's exactly what's working. Vitality, though, they've seen Reciprocity get a win. They've seen Digital Athletics get a win. They're going to be looking for one of their own, but they've got a lot of work to do from this position.
Look, Vitality's position is not too bad, but they got to be careful about DA coming in the back here right now, because they hear the shots as well coming out from Vitality towards Winstrike.
With DA completely moving away from that position, it's allowed G2 to move right up onto the Knights' compound. Look at this.
Yeah, and playing that ridge is not bad at all. I mean, with that ridge, you can basically take over the yellow houses.
No, Vitality totally in the open. We were talking about it. You spotted it. Sixmo sees the angle. Vitality realized the danger, though, and they quickly turn. They have lost Kramer, though. Sixmo getting caught out. So some aggression finally coming out from DA here, trying to take the western edge of the circle. EB still has to move. Here we go. He's on the trot. I think he's actually going to come in behind the back of DA as they find Winstrike in the distance.
Winstrike now only down to Tixu left. The Tixu is trying to fight Vitality. This is a disaster for Winstrike considering how they were before. They could literally had 4 man up, but they lost people to NIP, which shouldn't have been the case earlier.
8th place for Vitality. You gotta think with 4 alive in this circle, they should have done better from that one. Brexco found Shiv from the opposite side of the circle. Of course, we are shrinking down lower and lower, and again, the circle will move onto the Knights compound. They have had a bit of a digital athletics game themselves where they don't need to move, they don't need to shoot, they just wait and win the game.
Now the thing is, sure, if he's still alive, he's going to get himself a little bit of placement points. But will it be enough? Because right now he's going to need to move very soon here when the circle starts moving. And right now he has nowhere to go at all without being seen or having any cover.
Well, it was a pizza that got done by a snake in game 1. So he'll be delighted if he can do the same to G2, who they did just leapfrog on the table, but I think with G2 picking quite a few kills up in this game, they've actually moved into the compound as well, so the Knights have been a little too passive and allowing this. Tixu ready and waiting. He sees Iroh, gets the headshot down, tries to confirm, but Mert finishes him off and flushes out the snake. Reciprocity, though, moving in on the position.
Reciprocity, they heard the shots, they're moving in. They know, they saw in the kill feed as well, DA 1 man down right now. What they don't know, Sixmo is very far away, so it's only 3 guys over there.
Oh my god, careful Knights, you are being surrounded. Brexco and Chris have completely flanked around the other side of the house.
That is a good flank from G2 actually. Making sure they have 2 guys coming in from north, 2 guys coming in from south, and just sandwiching them.
That nade looked like it's pretty on target. It was, he caught Mert, and catches Beautiful Death the other side of the tree as well. The second nade from Scoom, Cook, throws it out. That's going to take him down, will finish him off easily. Now, DA, this is a horrible position. They're completely in the open. They have that ridge line, but you can see Reciprocity, they're pushing the ridge line. So as soon as they go away from it, they just have trees. Ibi taken down, though. That's going to be Liquid, so a positional placement goes their way. As Mert gets caught out, Sixmo, big headshot on towards him, takes him down low. Iroh, the last man, really able to fight. Scoom's going to cook the nade. The second one's going towards Mert. He may catch Iroh at the same time. Iroh dutches into the smoke. Meanwhile, Reciprocity are taking shots from DA. From Knights.
Ruffy going down to a nade. Scoom finishing off Mert with a nade as well. DA still has 2 man up. And right now Reciprocity is only 1 man up. It's only Shiv left.
The nade coming out from Sixmo working well. Shiv, they need the points, but it's DA that they got to take down. Sixmo is going to confirm. No, that's going to... Shiv? Okay. I thought he was going to dodge behind the tree, but no, he's blocking off the Knights
is crawling around, trying to get some info for Shiv here, trying to see if he can spot anyone, but I don't think he spotted anything there.
Circle still very much on the compound. 4 G2 players. Okay, they're triple stacking. They may well go and try and flush one of these compounds now, G2.
I mean, they heard the shots as well, so G2 have Chris on the southeast side there, trying to hold out the other teams, make sure that they can't interfere with the fight that G2 is going to take with Pittsburgh Knights right now.
I think the way G2 are looking at it, they're gambling on the fact that they don't need to breach these compounds. Oh, Iroh gets a slice of Shiv there. He's going to have to heal up. He's got still a smoke or 2 to play with, but that's about it. Sixmo's out.
9 kills. 9 kills on DA right now. That's huge for them. Especially after coming in from a win in the last game as well.
Yeah, the pressure was on them, and they've absolutely delivered, it seems. Relegation battle is going to continue throughout. Brexco with his Mark 14 finds Shiv. Well, that's why he's one of the highest kill leaders throughout Phase 2.
Only 49 bullets left in that Mark 14, though. But I mean, that's all you need because
with
you can
9 people alive.
Yeah,
I think he's all right. Oh, Reels! That's going to be go time. G2 have to move on this one. Yeah. Sixmo gets picked off. That's going to leave Iroh, the last man standing, for him. But G2, oh, they've spotted him. Iroh down low. You can hear that mutant. There can't be many bullets left in that Udyr, unless he's managed to find some more. This is not the first time Udyr has played with this either. This is a favorite gun of his, I feel.
They haven't killed anyone yet, G2. They haven't looted anyone, so he can't have many bullets left.
It's just weird, actually. How has that happened when the positions they've been in?
And considering that Brexco only had that few of bullets as well, there's no way like they have a lot of bullets to work with overall.
Iroh creeping in, 9 kills. And the top 3 place. absolutely what he needed. Is he going to take anything else off? I mean, he's took just about everything off. There we go. Iroh goes down. The snake is found, and it's down to G2 versus the Knights. The center point is outside of the compounds, but the Knights are going to leave it till last minute. They should have a lot of smokes as well available to them.
Well, the thing is, okay, G2 got this game. As long as the Pittsburgh Knights is not making a move, they need to push on the east side, making sure they take over the ridge. They need to push. They need to do something. Right now, they're just waiting for death here.
And the death is coming. Chris has got himself in position. Udyr is making the move. Kane's got the flank position. They have every angle covered. Now it's all going to be down to pure aim. Oh, Chris Seeds wants it.
Oh, spots two.
Oh, dear. There we go. Opens up, rips one, rips two. The spray control. Lion downs. Snark, the last man standing. But the Knights, it's going to be a second place for them unless Snark can go huge in a 1v4. Looks like he's ditching everything as well. He's going to go for it. Comes around the side, gets one, can't get the second. Udyr will go down, get him down, and G2 will take themselves the win. It wasn't pretty, it didn't matter. They just sat, let the circle come to them. And more importantly, they played the position. Often we see when there's a team that are stuck in a compound like that, the center circle goes their way, goes their way, goes their way. They tend to get surrounded, and that's how it played out. You could see it happening from 2 phases ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was a rough circle as well. You got to consider that it was a lot of hardships to begin with. And with those hardships, it went to a place where a lot of the players don't play the endings, at least not here in PL. So you're not familiar with what the other teams are doing, and you need to figure out yourself, what do we want to do here?
Well, G2 based in Berlin, they missed out on Phase 1's qualification into the FaZe Global Summit. There's no way they're missing out this time around for the GLL Grand Slam, which will be taking part in, well, it's the 19th of July to the 21st of July. You're not going to want to miss it, that's for sure. The top 5 European teams will be joined by the top 5, well, we already know the top 5 North American teams, 3 from the Oceania scene as well, which I'm actually really excited to see, and LATAM, of course.
So all the teams are, let's see, from OC, it's Atletico, Incognito, and Hell Yeah Brothers. From LATAM, it's ex-Brazilian Crusaders.